Okay, so this is homework help video, especially for my first math class. You guys happen to be here for it. Page 183, this is what we're continuing on. A lot of you have come up and asked me about number 17. Let's look at number 17 here together for a moment. We've got 21,000 divided by something equals 700. Well, first thing I'm going to do is make it smaller. And there's 2 zeros I can get rid of on each one. Okay? So now this becomes what? 210 divided by something equals 7. Well, what is 21 divided by 7? That's easy. That's 3. What did we ignore? Or what did I ignore? The 0, so we just add in a 0. So number 17, the answer is 30. I can do the same thing with number 18. Let's see here. I can get rid of 1 0. I can't get rid of 2. There's not 2 zeros here for me to get rid of. So now we have 250 divided by 5 equals, well, I don't know how many 5s, Miss Dean, fits into 250. So I'll just look at 2 numbers that I could easily do that. So Mr. Smith, 2 numbers would be 25. What's 25 divided by 5?
5?
Yeah. What did I ignore?
The 2 zeros.
Look again. What did I ignore? 1 0. And I'll just add that in. How about number 22? 45,000 divided by 90. Let's see here. Miss Woods, what's the first thing I could do? Yeah, I can get rid of a couple zeros right there. So now it's 4,500 divided by 9. Well, I don't know what 4,500 divided by 9 is, but is there something that I could easily divide by 9?
45.
Yeah, 45. How many times does 9 go into 45? 5. What did I ignore?
The 2 zeros.
Add those in. Okay? All right, I'm going to let you guys do the rest on your own. Let's look at the back page. Number 26. It says the table shows the number of passengers who flew on airplane flights in or out of one airport. Each flight had the same number of passengers. How many passengers were on each flight? I'm going to pull a stick here for 50 points, and I'm going to ask a question and see if you can answer it. And Miss Garduno, you're first. Since it looked like you were doing some kind of dance there in your chair. They gave us a little data chart here. One of those pieces of information are not necessary. We don't need it. It has nothing to do with the problem we're trying to solve. So, Miss Garduno, what is it that we don't need? Crew members, that's right. So this is unnecessary information. I mean, as far as the questions that they've asked, we don't need that information. So, Miss Garduno, I can write it like this: 27,000 divided by 90 equals, well, what could I do? What's my first step in solving this problem that I could do?
You take away the 0.
Yeah, I could take away a 0 on each one. Now it's 2,700 divided by 9. That's a little easier to work with. So that's a big number, though. 2,700. I don't know what that is divided by 9. Is there a number or two that I could use that would be easily divided by 9? What would that be?
You
Yeah, 27. What's 27 divided by 9, you know?
3.
3. What did I ignore to solve that? The what? The 2 zeros. Okay, so I add those in, and there's my answer. Okay? I'm hoping you guys are starting to see a pattern here in how this works. Now, let's look at 27, algebra. It says a truck delivered 470 dozen eggs. Oh, Miss Garduno, put up 20 points. Mr. Shahan, how many is a dozen eggs?
12.
Yeah, 12. Okay, I want to make sure everybody knew that. To the stores in one day. It says write and solve an equation to find n. Okay, and n is the number of eggs the truck delivers in one day. So if they made 478 deliveries, and each delivery had a dozen eggs, it would be 478 times 12 equals n. And n would be the total number of eggs. And I could write this down right here. N equals total number of eggs. Okay? So let's see here. I'll let you guys figure that one out. You should be able to do it on your own. Let's look at number 30 for a second. Higher order thinking. It says a baker uses 30 grams of sea salt for each batch of bread. Now the sea salt comes in packages or quantities of 18 kilograms or an 800 gram package. Which size package should the baker buy so that no sea salt is left over after all the batches are made? So you're looking for something that either 3 or 30 could go into evenly with nothing left over. So let's look at the numbers that we have to look at. 800 or 18 kilogram. Now the fact that they're different sizes doesn't matter. It's the numbers that we're looking at. Does 3 go into 8 evenly? No. There's 2 left over. Does 3 go into 18 evenly? Yeah. All right. So they should buy the 18 kilogram package. Okay? That's the first question. Well, actually, that's the only question. But then it does say explain. How would you explain it? Well, 30, or rather, actually, let's put 3 goes into 18 evenly. Whatever, and there won't be any left over. All right. Ernesto measured the width of each of the 3 coins shown below. And it says, what's the difference in width between the widest coin and the least wide coin? Well, let me pull a stick here. Miss Woods, what's the widest coin here? Yeah, it'd be a nickel. Looks like this is the widest. And they're asking difference. Miss Woods, I'll stay with you. When we're talking about difference in a problem, what are we talking about? Yeah, it'd be subtraction. If you can read my scribble there. Subtraction. Okay. So we know it's going to be 0.84, and we're going to subtract something. Well, which one is the smallest? What's that? Yeah, the dime, which is 0.7. We're going to subtract 0.7. equals, and I'll let you solve that one. Okay. That's the smallest one. All right. I think I'll end the video here. It's still recording, and we'll call it good.